I'm sure you've seen it all over social media. The 75 Hard Challenge, a mental toughness challenge designed to get you into a mental headspace where you are doing the things that are going to change your body, change your outlook, change your discipline. It includes two 45-minute workouts every single day. You stick to a diet with no alcohol. You drink 1 gallon of water. You take a progress photo every day and you read 10 pages of a nonfiction book. All the TikTok girlies are doing the 75 hard challenge. Their before and afters are incredible. Even though it's not a physical challenge, you will have physical changes to your body. And to someone whose dopamine gremlin owns their psyche, it is so romantic. It is, it's only 75 days, right? You can do anything for 75 days. I mean, you can't, but you get into a mindset where you think you can. And you watch the girlies put up their sticky notes and then you watch them take them down one by one and you think, yes, this is what I need to change my life. Or at least that's what I thought. And then I thought, well, this might be a little extreme. So maybe I'll do 75 medium, which is more of a set your own pace, your own goals, your own challenge rules, right? So you do one workout a day. Maybe you don't have to drink a whole gallon of water every single day. If you want to drink socially, that's okay. And I thought, yes, let's do that. So I set up my stickies and I did my things. And then I thought, no, I don't need a challenge to change my life. I don't need to constantly sit in a state of what I'm doing needs a name. I need a deadline. I need focus. No, I just need to change my attitude. I need to change the things about my life that I don't like. And if I am unhappy in my body, a 75-day challenge is not the answer. Looking at the things that I am doing that are not serving me and setting actual goals, not chasing the dopamine of look at how great I did for 75 days or look at how terrible I did. I'm worthless. I can't even spend 75 days doing the things I need to do. Like these challenges are such a trap and I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done. I don't have to name everything that I am doing to get me to do what I need to do. We're done. Hi. So, if you've been with me for any amount of time, right, you know that I have a huge problem with perfectionism. If I can't do it perfectly, I'm not going to do it. If I don't have my makeup done, I'm not going to film a video. If I don't have the right energy, I'm not going to show up. If I can't do it to the absolute best of my ability, which we'll get to, it's not going to happen. This is something I've been trying to break for a long time. Like with Rebel Rambles, I can come on here looking like me, and I know you're not going to judge me. But when it comes to filming planner videos or ADHD videos that might get the attention of new people who don't know me, who don't already love me, it really freaks me out to just show up as I am. I have to perform, right? And what's funny is I have spent the last year and a half reminding you as often as possible that if you only have 10% to give and you give that 10%, then you have given everything you have available to give. But I find myself not being willing to show up if I only have 10% to give. And I don't know where it comes from. And I don't really know how to fix it. But when I came on here with my last Rebel Ramble and I'm like, I want to do 75 medium, right? Because I did. I wanted to do, I really wanted to do 75 hard, but I don't have that mental toughness. And I know you can grow it and I know you can train your brain and your body to do amazing things. I know that you can. I don't have the hours in the day personally to do what is required to do 75 hard. So I thought, I'll do 75 medium. And then my brain is like, well, if you can't do 75 hard, why even bother? That is throwing the baby out with the bathwater. That is, I got a flat tire, so I slashed the other three. Like, it's not logical. Our emotions are not logical. And I've really been sitting with this for the last couple weeks. I mean, you saw I set up my stickies. I created planner pages. You guys. So I'm like, oh, here's what I'm going to do so I can track all of this 75-day challenge thing. I went to Erin Condren and they're having their huge, sale. And I put a bunch of petite planners in my cart. And those are it's like an A5 version of a traveler's notebook. So they're just thin little things that you can put into their folios and you have multiple books that you can carry around. So I put like the habit tracker and the meal planner and the wellness log and the quarterly daily planner. And I'm like, okay, and this is where I'm going to do all my stuff. I'm going to track all the things I need to do every day. And I'm just going to have this one little book system that I can carry around with me and keep track of everything I want to do. And then I'm like, well, why would I spend the money when I could just set it up myself? So look who bought a bullet journal. I mean, no one who's watching this should be surprised that I bought another effing Stalogy. And I was like, oh, and I'm going to set it all up while I watch basketball because I'm a huge March Madness nerd. I took Michigan to win it all. I put MSU and Michigan in the final because as a girly from Michigan, that's the game I want to watch. But we're not going to, I don't know, we might touch on basketball again. But just in case you were curious, my bracket, I have Michigan winning it all. I'm an optimist. It's just who I am as a person. No, it's not. No, it's not. But it is who I am as a sports fan. How about that? So anyway, so I buy the Bujo and I'm like, I'm going to set up all of my trackers. I'm going to do all of it while I watch basketball. And it's going to be a fun, relaxing, super chill weekend. And then on Monday, because this is the third Monday I've planned to start the 75-day thing, right? And then on Monday, I'll just be ready to go. And this will just come around with me and I'll track all my stuff and I'll go to the gym every day and I will meal prep and I'll do the things. Yes, for 75 days. And then I'm sitting there yesterday and I'm like, I don't even want to set up a planner. I don't want to set up trackers. I don't want to do this. I don't even want to do the 75-day challenge. And it's not that I don't want to better myself. It's the opposite. When I really, really sat with it, not when I was chasing the dopamine high of, man, I'm going to get video content out of this. I'm going to be snatched, as the kids like to say, in 75 days. No, I'm not. I have a lot of work to do, right? Like my fitness of choice is running. I love running. I haven't run in years because I didn't have health insurance and I was afraid of getting injured. So, but when I ran, I had a runner's body, not a toned fit body. I had my lower body very, very strong, still very, very strong. But I had thick thighs and a fat ass because I ran, and I'm always going to have thick thighs and a fat ass, and that's fine. That's the body I was given, and there's nothing wrong with that. My unhappiness with my body, and I'm sorry. Maybe I should have done a trigger warning on here, because I know that a lot of people have weight and sensitivity. They don't like it, so I apologize. But even though the 75 hard is a mental toughness challenge, people use it to lose weight. So it shouldn't be a surprise that I'm talking about my body. But I am unhappy with how my body feels way more than I am unhappy with how it looks. I'm fine. It's fine. And it's not the number on the scale, and it's not, I don't like how I feel. I don't like the lack of energy. I don't like the stiffness in my joints because I don't move enough. And yeah, I could use a 75-day challenge to kick off some kind of thing, or I could just start instilling healthy habits and make a lifestyle change instead of a content calendar. And that's the crux of my problem, because a lot of the reason, when I finally sat down and was honest with myself, a lot of the reason that I thought 75 medium would be great, and the reason I asked you guys in the last ramble if you wanted to follow that journey, is because I am still feeling, I don't know if guilty is the right word, but I still feel bad that I am not doing regular content. And I thought, well, this is just the perfect excuse, opportunity, whatever, to have planned content all the time. I can film myself, at the gym at 5 a.m, and I can show you my salads and my whatever that I pack for lunch, and I can show you the books I'm reading. And I can do that anyway. But at the end of the day, when I decided I wanted to do 75 medium, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for my life. It was for what I thought it could give me, which were not the things that I should be chasing. And as we're coming into Q2, I just kicked all my stuff. As we're coming into Q2, and I want to set my goals and I want to set my board, except I don't want to set my board, and I don't, I have goals, which we're going to talk about. But I don't want to set my board this time. I don't want to do the admin. I just want to do the work. And this may be the first time ever that I don't want to do the admin. The admin was always fun for me, but the admin part, the creating sticky notes, the creating habit trackers, the setting up new pages in my planner, that was the goal. The planning was the goal. And I never let myself admit that before, but I think the reason that I stopped achieving things that I set out to do is because somewhere in my little gremlin brain, the planning became the goal. It became about the sticky notes. It became about the planners. It became about the stationery and the stickers and the whatever. And none of that got the work done. And that's not helpful. I can't. It's like I use the planner as a shield, right? Look at all these things I'm going to accomplish because I wrote them down. But writing them down doesn't get them done. Writing them down is just, it's fun, and it's even meditative sometimes. Drawing out those little boxes, drawing out spreads, creating things in Canva. It's fun, but it's not functional, and it's not serving me. I don't know if anymore is the right term, or it's not serving me right now. It's not going to get me where I want to go if I have a board full of sticky notes. I need to do the work, and I need to decide what that work is with my goals, but I don't need to write them down in 18 places thinking that that's going to motivate me, because it doesn't, because it hasn't in a very long time. Obviously, there are people who are very motivated by those things. And I used to believe that I was one of them, but I don't think I am. I think that if I'm going to change the things about my life that I am unhappy with, I have to just go and do it. I have to just go. So I have signed up for the gym, and I've been going, not as regularly as I would like, but it's a process. I have to get into the habit of going. I went yesterday and I did weights and treadmill. I love the treadmill. The treadmill is like a reward, and I understand that most people don't feel that way, but I genuinely love it because I love to run. It's supposed to be really nice today, so even though I didn't go this morning, I might run outside later because it is supposed to be nice. But that's the part I want. But I don't know that just running is going to get me where I want to go this time, because I am getting older. And I have got to start strength training for my bones, for my muscles, for my agility, for if I want to be able to sit down and get up off a toilet when I'm 90, I got to build some strength in other places in my body than just my thighs. So I got to work my core so I don't fall down a lot when I'm old. Like there are things I need to do for my body that I never thought about when I was younger. But now that I am getting older, the goal is different than I just want to look good in a pair of jeans. I think I look fine in a pair of jeans. So already. But that doesn't mean that I'm done. So, yeah. So there will be no 75-day challenge of any kind. That is not the content that I'm going to pivot to just to have built-in content. That's not what I'm going to do. So, I feel like that's been a 20-minute intro into I'm not doing 75 hard, medium, or soft, but that's fine because I just like to hang out with you. So, my goals are also very different too. And I mean, I don't even have the wording, but I know that I want to improve my health and I want to improve my financial situation and I want to improve my mindset. So, my 3 goals are health, money, and mindset. And I don't have exact wording, but like I do know that for my health goal, my outcome is that I want to move my body and eat like I care about myself. For my financial goals, I want to improve my situation and stop making things worse, which is going to change everything. if I can stop making shit worse, I'm just going to end up better off, right? So, and for my mindset, I want to learn and I want to lean into joy and do things that make me happy. And, part of that is I want to go to more concerts. I'm going to get a new tattoo for my birthday. I want to have a girls' night with the friends that I haven't seen in forever because I'm so busy now and I was so scared to leave the house before. So there are things that I want. And a 75-day challenge is not going to get me there. Intention is going to get me there. Action is going to get me there. So that's where we are. That's where we are. I'm just, if I am discontent, it is up to me to make myself content. And that's what I want to do. That is the goal. That's the goal for Q2. Find happiness. Find contentment with my situation. So, long-winded way of saying all of that. How are you doing? How is your March going? How is the first quarter of the year going for you? There's been a lot of adjustments for me. Going back to work has really thrown a wrench in what I thought I wanted for 2026. But it's been great. The job's still going awesome. In fact, let's do a quick office tour because I took a quick video of my office so you can see where I work now. I will say it's weird to have an office now because I've never had an office. And it's like I have a door I can close when I need to be on the phone. I have a television so I can watch like YouTube ambiance videos, or I got to watch basketball at work in my office last week while I worked and it was lovely. It's just nice. I don't know. Being a manager is a very different it's a very different vibe. Actually getting to know what's going on in business behind the scenes, and like it's been very eye-opening and very fun, and it's been great. It's been great. Still thrilled to be back. So that's great. So that's the state of my union for Q1. I got to go back to work. I got to fix some of my financial stuff. I got to, I don't know. And I guess I had like an epiphany, right? That now that action is required, the need to plan has decreased. And I don't know what that means going forward. I mean, I'm always going to, well, I mean, I barely filled out for next week. I'm always going to plan because I'm always going to need some kind of a to-do list every day. I'm always going to have to plan at work because because I'll have meetings and things, right? So it's not like I'm going to just stop planning, but the the administrative part of getting things done needs to stop being the point. And so I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like for planner content going forward. I mean, there's tons of things that when I was planning to plan would be super helpful, and I can talk about those things, but it makes me feel like it would be quite disingenuous. So I don't know. I don't know what the planning stuff is going to look like going forward. And I may come to a point where I go back to planning and sticky notes and doing, all of the stationary things. But for right now, my focus needs to be on getting things done and not planning to get them done. So that is where we are. Please don't forget to smash all those YouTube buttons for me. Leave me a comment below and let me know how you're doing right now, how your Q1 went, how your planning systems are going, because I love to hear it. I love to hear from you, and I miss you so very much. I am hopeful that so much of my time is not going to be taken up with making sticky notes and writing down everything that crosses my mind. I don't know. I'm hoping that the shift in my psyche is going to create a shift everywhere, and that once again, I'm going to say I want to get back to regular posting because I legitimately miss you guys. I just don't know what it's going to look like. So we'll figure it out together. Don't forget to smash all those YouTube buttons. I think I already said that. And I will see you very, very soon. I love you so much. And I will see you next time. Bye.